spoken word photocopy here, photography. This is going to be a short one. I always say that, but I really mean it this time. This is from another channel, but I'm going to put it up here because, well, need to fill up the day. And also, this is the crux of what people think you're supposed to do on the net. No matter what is said, questioning, asking questions contrary to whatever you're told. LabTech, all I hear you doing is critiquing. In this case, critiquing another YouTuber. But then their assertion is, you're not asking questions contrary to the narrative, or whatever you want to call it. People need to stop using these very specific language words that we've been fed. Okay, fine. As of right now, it's raining. This is the mainstream narrative of what's happening now. The news, the weather station, are saying that it's snowing or should snow because it's proper conditions for it. My fingertips tell me that it's definitely the temperature and conditions to cause snow. But it isn't because it's raining. A fact contradicting a narrative would be the whole frackin' point. Your assertion, the assertion of this person, I'm not taking it out of context. I'll include the link below. It's got a bunch of other things said. It's about some other YouTube channel. That's not relevant. Is I'm supposed to just ask questions or be willing to ask questions to counter the narrative on name that subject. And the person goes off on JFK, 9/11, whatever, Las Vegas. But why is that useful? I mean, the whole point of critique isn't just to counter something stated by somebody. You have to have a couple of reasons for doing it. Now, there are reasons for doing it, so I'm going to explore that really quickly. If someone says that if you add, let's say, mineral salt, ordinary salt, to completely pure water in a ratio of 1%, that it will cause the boiling temperature to change, let's say up, for the sake of argument, 4 degrees. Your next test would be to test it. Not to just say, I think it'll be lower, not higher. It's to actually test it. But let's say they made a philosophical assertion like it's morally wrong to fight a war if you're a doctor. You could make a contrary statement to that for the sake of argument, to play devil's advocate. This is what that is based on. But just countering somebody by just saying, no it isn't, or I disagree with you, I'm making a snotty voice because that's what it is. You're not bringing anything to it. It's good to bring up questions, but they have to be questions that aren't just, let me quote you again, just asking questions contrary to the narrative just for the sake of it. It's called playing devil's advocate. And it's useful for, shaking loose anything that isn't well mounted. The trouble is, when you're repeatedly told the answer because you're just asking questions, your assertion here bears out the fact that you don't care what the damn answer is. And that is a big problem. So you saying, all I'm doing is critiquing other YouTubers that do what you like, which is to make assertions, not asking questions. They're making assertions that are contrarian, that are making assertions that are against what happened, like that it's raining instead of snowing here. These are the kind of people who look up the pathway helicopters and planes take and ignore the fact that what they see on a camera is a plane instead of a damned helicopter. Yes, I've obviously told you exactly what channel I'm talking about here. But the point is that this is not helping. This is a way of making sure you have the ability to perpetually have an argument. That's why I jokingly call this just answering questions with LabTech. It's a futile act, being willing to answer your questions, because you're just going to keep asking questions that are contrary, and that's the entire purpose of your existence. You accomplish nothing. You excel at accomplishing nothing, and you give nothing back for the amount of energy and time you put into it. The other name for this is called trolling or sadism. You're basically just wasting people's time. I'm hip to this. But the point is, a lot of you people believe truly that the only valid thing to do, and then you'll have people saying under the guise of being a good Christian or being a good patriot or being a good American or whatever, is whatever you're told, take the opposite stance. And there is no step 2, nor is there a step 4 with the word prophet after it with question marks. There is literally nothing to this. It is a vapid, stupid pathway to take. And the fact that people insist on doing this, that this is their entire existence, it's like that joke. You can be so many things in the world and on the net, but so many people choose to be complete fucking assholes. This is the whole thing. And I love this first part. All I hear you doing is critiquing. yes, that would be the point of me responding to someone. But the trouble is, with the video this was placed under, I was critiquing the source material first, then the guy who misinterpreted it by editing it deceptively to make his point real when it's unreal or surreal. There is no reason for anybody to listen to this, and I'm going to give the link to it, and not come to the same conclusion unless you desperately need to. Again, I'm not here to just counter a certain story because that will chop out a niche on YouTube to get views so I can create a cult-like environment for people like you. My task, because I'm asked to do it, isn't to deliberately make a video that just counters whatever is said by the police department of Las Vegas, the official police report and government report for 9/11, or the police report at Sandy Hook. That's not my purpose. And nobody would be stupid enough to tell me, we want you to just make a contrarian video. Because I fucking wouldn't, because it's a waste of fucking time. What people ask me to do is, what is the truth? And you've obviously told me, and anybody else who wants to read your asshat comment, that you're a fanboy of a particular YouTuber. We've all figured out which one. And you don't care about the truth or facts. You care about being obnoxious and being in the comment section and getting reaction videos out of you. Thanks for your comment. I'm not saying thank you all for watching. I'm literally thanking you for this. Because inadvertently, every once in a while, one of you lets me peek into the psyche of what causes this shit to fly across my page. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that.